Hey Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Make sure you subscribe down below so you won't miss any further videos. So, my readings are based on love and spirituality because that's what people seem to need the most guidance on. So, this will be a love and spirituality reading for the sign of Sagittarius, and this applies to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, here. So when I open up the deck, I see the Star card in the upright, and I also see the Ten of Wands in reverse. So some of you are in a process of healing, and you are putting down a burden that has been weighed heavily on you. You could have been forced to put down this burden because it was too heavy, or some of you could just be making the conscious decision to. So either way, it's like putting down something that has been a continuous issue in your life in order for you to focus on yourself and on your healing. So that is very positive. Okay, Star card and the Six of Cups. So the Star card again is talking about healing, and then the Six of Cups is about the past and letting go of the past. So you're coming to the awareness that the past is keeping you stuck, or someone or something from the past that keeps reoccurring or popping up in your life, or some type of past habit or belief, something from your past that you were emotionally connected to, you are seeing now that is no good for you, and you are focused on your healing work. This could also talk about you actually doing inner child work, which in a sense is kind of like time travel, because I'm hearing like time traveling in order to heal. So let me push this back. So basically, some of you could be doing inner child work, so you are healing your inner child. And when you do the inner child work, you're basically going back in your mind to your childhood when you were neglected, or something went wrong with you being nurtured and you weren't nurtured enough. So inner child work is like going back in your head and kind of nurturing that child and being the person that yourself as a child needed. And when you do that work, it sort of like shifts your entire life to the point where it feels like you kind of time travel and did your childhood over again. So I'm seeing the Six of Cups, and I'm seeing the Six of Swords together. So this is talking about, I really do feel like a lot of you are needing to do inner child work or focusing on inner child work, and you're trying to like bring your inner child. If you see in this card, the child in the boat, you're kind of like trying to bring your inner child to calmer waters. So this is positive. So there is a healing taking place, and if that does not apply, or if that's not happening right now, it's going to be happening. Okay, so let me pull three for the past positions for Sagittarius. The Magician card in the reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups being at the top of the deck, this talks about you wanting to go off in search of something bigger and better in life, that you are kind of sick of investing in the same old things. You're kind of sick of the things that bring out your worst side. It's like the things or the people, situations that bring out the worst side of you. You're tired of investing your time and energy into those things. You're ready to venture out and find people, places, situations that will bring out the bright side of you, that will help you to expand and grow, that will make you happy and not make you second guess yourself. So this is like walking away in order to find something new, and a lot of you are walking away and seeking out healing, and that's why the Star card could have been coming up so heavily. So the Magician card being in reverse. So the life that you want, this is in the past position, so this is like thoughts from the past. So the life that you want, you are realizing that you are able to create it. You are able to have anything that you set your mind to. You're able to manifest. But it's like, you know this, but at the same time, you have been investing in things that go against what you want out of life. So let's say you were wanting a peace of mind. You were wanting a nice house. It's like you could be wanting something physical or something emotional. And you know that you have the capacity to manifest that. Like, you know you're able to get that with the right amount of work, but it's like you still were engaging in things that completely go against what you want, that will make you happy. So this is why I'm seeing this Eight of Cups as you walking away, because it's like you're becoming aware, like, I can have anything I want in life. Why am I settling for these things that are holding me back? So with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles here, this is talking about your deepest desires, you wanting it all. You want that emotional stability with a healthy relationship and a family. You want that career. You want to be able to build an empire. Like, you want it all. And I'm seeing here that, like I said, some of you are capable or know that you're capable of having it all. It's just that you have to drop the dead weight. And for those of you who don't know that you're capable of it or who are doubting yourselves, I feel like once you walk away from anything that is holding you back, that's when your confidence is going to grow and you're going to start to have the confidence to manifest the life that you want. So let me pull 3 more. It's like you have to be very careful of people, situations that are blocking your blessings, because that actually is a thing. You could want something very badly, like happiness, peace of mind. You can want it very badly, and God could want it for you as well. And it's like when you go against that, like you go against what you know you want by staying in situations that are just not good for you, it's like you're basically blocked, like your path is blocked. But God wants all the good things in life for you that you want, but you have to be willing to surrender and let go of things to make room for them. So let me pull 3 more for the present position. The 8 of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, very similar reading to, was it Aries or Leo? One of the two. Okay, so the 4 of Wands is the bottom of the deck. So this lets me know that some of you are very deeply desiring to have some type of stability when it comes to like your home life. You could be desiring to start a family, or to just have someone who you can come home to every night. Some of you could be desiring to move from the house you're in now and move somewhere better, where you will feel more comfortable. I'm hearing like a roommate situation for some of you, that you're not getting along with your roommate and you might want to leave that situation because the energy is just off with that. But either way, this is something that you really are desiring. You are desiring like this peace and stability. So far, all of the most positive cards when it comes to family, and emotional contentment, happiness, love, like you have all 3 of those cards on the board. So this is something that you are deeply desiring, and I feel like it is obtainable, and you know this. I feel like it's that Sagittarius optimistic energy of, you know, you can have this, but you know that you're fighting against letting go of the things that are not making room for it. But I feel like a lot of you are going to make room for it. With the Knight of Wands here, this talks about, well, I see this as a Sagittarius card, so that means that you're coming up in your energy. So you are focused on self. You are focused on elevating. And if not, you need to be. And you are, from what I'm hearing, it's like you're just getting ready to head out. And once you leave, you're not coming back. Like, it's like I'm hearing, for some of you who are stuck, once you make that first step towards moving forward, you know there's no going back. And so that's why you're kind of like hesitating to leave, because you just know, like, once this new, it's a bug in here, once this new cycle starts, you know there's no going back, there's no looking back, and it's going to be full speed ahead. So for some of you, that's exciting and you can't wait to start that process. But for others of you, it's scary, because it's like charging full face, or like charging full throttle face forward and not being able to turn back around. Because I'm seeing, like, with him being on a horse, I'm hearing like you can't put a horse in reverse. And of course you can turn the horse around and go back, but I'm just thinking that that's a metaphor for, you know, that you're not able to go back, and that's why you're having a hard time letting go. Because this could be like your comfort zone, whatever this is, whether it's a house that you're living in, a family environment, a romantic relationship. It is something that you're comfortable with, and sometimes it's better, or you feel in your mind like it's better to basically stick with the devil that you know instead of the one that you don't. Like, you already know this situation may be blocking you or may not be for your highest good, but it's like you know what to expect from this situation, so you don't really want to leave. It's like you want to leave, but on a subconscious level there's still fears of leaving because of, like I said, because you're so comfortable and you know you can't return. So the 8 of Wands being here in the present moment, so this could talk about fast communication. I'm actually going to clarify this card because the message is not coming through as clearly as I would like. What is this Ace of Wands here? Three of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords. So you are trying to have victory Like, I'm getting a lot of optimistic energy, and I'm not just saying that because it's Sagittarius. Like, I mean, that is your energy. But I'm not just saying that just because I know that that's Sagittarius energy. Like, I'm really picking up that energy of being very optimistic. You want victory in whatever the situation is. And you either want victory in the sense that you want to transform the situation. Like, if you are in a relationship and it's like things are not going well, it's almost like you're staying optimistic to change those things. Okay, let me slow down for a second, because there's a couple different groups of you. Some of you want victory, and you know that the way to get victory is to cut whatever this situation is off, like whatever is holding you back, whatever you're attached to, you know that's the victory. Some of you are seeing the victory as putting in more work and fighting for the situation, but you know you have to put in work to transform it. So just take that as it applies, because not everybody is going to be in a situation where they're going to need to cut off whatever they were building, because sometimes it is worth fighting for, sometimes it is worth sticking around for. So I think you know the answer intuitively. You know when something is able to be saved and when something is just dead and you need to move on from it. And you know when you are holding on out of fear versus holding on out of love. So the Queen of Swords is here with the Three of Cups in reverse. So to me, this is an energy of you cutting out any situation that's making you feel depressed, making you feel disconnected or isolated. Like, if there are people around you that make you feel like almost like an outcast, like you don't fit in with them, or they don't take your feelings into consideration. They kind of like, they just don't make you feel the way you're supposed to be, the way you're supposed to feel when you're around people that you care about or that claim to care about you. So I feel like a lot of you are wanting to cut out those situations quickly. And if you have not thought about cutting it, I'm sure you have thought about cutting it out, but I'm seeing that you may need to take action towards doing so, because there will be victory in taking action towards letting those situations or people go. The Five of Swords being here. So you see in the card how he looks like he pretty much defeated his enemies in the back, and they are very defeated. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with this energy in your personal relationships, like whether that be friendships, family, whatever. It's like you're dealing with that type of energy of defeat. And when you have this type of energy with people who are supposed to care about you, it leaves you on edge. It leaves you feeling fearful. It leaves you feeling down. It leaves you feeling isolated, left out. Because it's like someone always has to win, is what I'm hearing. It's like an ego thing. Like someone always has to win. And it's time for you to sever ties with, sorry, I'm like scratching my leg and leaning to the camera, leaning into the camera. It's almost like severing ties with these type of situations, because this is not healthy. This is not what love is. You're not supposed to feel like you have to get the upper hand all the time. You're not supposed to be arguing for the sake of arguing or for the sake of winning. Whenever you are arguing with someone you love or that you're connected to, it's supposed to be for the sake of solving the problem. And I feel like that's not what's happening in your situation. So again, like I said, there are two groups. Some are going to be able to transform the situation, and I feel like you'll know intuitively and instinctively which one of you that is. But some of you are needing to let this go. For the ones of you who know you're going to work towards victory in the situation and you're not walking away, you need to really get this energy in check, and communicate better. And remember, it takes two to communicate. So if you're getting all this in check and you're communicating better, but the person that you're with is still not elevating, then you'll know it's time to let that go too. Because you can't just do all the work and then the other person is staying exactly the same. But either way, there will be victory for you if you put the work into changing these patterns. Okay. Oh God, I'm at 13 minutes already. Wow, that was fast. So the King of Wands is here in the center of your reading, and it's in the reverse. So this does talk about a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to. But some of you are dealing with a fire sign masculine energy. And I mean like you are a fire sign, but also you could be dealing with a fire sign. Like, I'm not talking about cross-watching. But if it's not a fire sign, it's just something that somebody that's really kind of arrogant, I'm getting. Let me pull one more, because that's at like the heart of your reading. This could be your actual shadow aspect that's coming out of you because of this cycle that you're in, is what I'm hearing. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so if some of you have been really hurt by this, whatever the situation is, and you're kind of feeling a little bit bitter about it or upset about it, in order to stop yourself from caring so much, you may be taking on this energy of King of Wands in reverse and kind of being like stepping into your ego in order to heal. And it is recommended that you're careful when you're doing that, because when you step into your ego in order to heal, the healing tends to be only on the surface and not on a deep level. So it's okay to feel whatever you are feeling, because I'm getting like this, I'm getting like the sense of when you are rejected by that person, or you're feeling rejected or neglected by that person or that situation, you kind of maybe explode, get really angry, or you just really step into your ego, and that is a defense mechanism for you because you'd rather feel the anger of it than to feel the pain or the shame of it. And the only way you're going to have victory is if you kind of change that pattern. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, but don't explode with your emotions, or don't try to put yourself up on this high horse and be like, I don't care, whatever, and turn to like one of those people who are just like looking down their nose like, I don't care, I don't have any feelings. Be careful of that, like I said, because no real healing takes place from that space. So I'm seeing the sorry, I'm like shuffling because it helps me to get the messages through. So I'm seeing the 9 of Wands here as well. So this really is talking about, it's almost like the PTSD card is what I call it. It's talking about when you suppress your feelings, and when you've been through like a lot in the past and you suppress your feelings, inevitably you're stuffing them down within you. They're not going away. So you are almost developing like this PTSD type of energy of never having healed. So now you go forward, taking those dysfunctional patterns with you. So I do see that there is a victory here for you if you heal in the right way, and if you watch your temper, just watch the way that you are choosing to walk away from connections, or the way you're choosing to heal. But there will be victory if you close out this cycle in the right manner, because like I said, you know that instinctively and intuitively, you know that you're able to create whatever future you want, whatever outcome, but some of this stuff has to go for you to make room. So let me pull 3 future outcome cards, and we'll look at those in the extended. The World, the King of Swords, and the Star card. So the World card talks about a cycle that is coming to a close. The King of Swords is in the reverse, so that is usually manipulative kind of energy. And the Star card is in reverse as well. So this talks about what could be blocking you from healing and moving forward. So we will finish this on Vimeo. I will leave the video link to that in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys over there. Bye.